Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into an absolutely thrilling journey today. We're looking at how technology literally transformed America, taking us completely out of the old world and launching us headfirst into the modern industrialized era.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our agenda, our roadmap for discovering exactly how and why manufacturing completely changed the world. We'll start with life before the machine age, enter the factory system, look at the interchangeable parts revolution, trace the ripple effect, examine the cost of progress, and finally, look at why morality matters.
Section 1. Before the machine age.
Now, I want you to imagine a world where literally every single item you own had to be made completely by hand. Your shoes, your tools, your clothes. Before factories, goods were handmade at home or in these really small workshops, which made production just painfully slow. But after factories, suddenly workers and machines are producing massive amounts of goods in one single place. It was a night-and-day shift from this slow, home-based crafting to the incredibly fast production of the industrial era.
Section 2. Enter the factory system.
So, what exactly was this massive shift? Well, the factory system is a method of manufacturing where workers operate machines under one roof to produce goods on a large scale. And you really want to highlight that phrase, under one roof. That was the ultimate game changer for productivity.
How did it actually work? It basically breaks down into 3 crucial steps. Step 1, you concentrate labor and machines in one place. Step 2, because everyone is right there together using machines, you massively speed up the manufacturing process. And step 3, as a result, you produce a huge, steady flow of goods. By just getting everyone into one spot, it caused an absolute explosion in the availability of stuff people needed.
Section 3, the interchangeable parts revolution. Now, these massive new factories needed an equally giant, genius innovation to keep everything running smoothly. Think about it. If a complex machine breaks, you don't want to build a completely new one from scratch, right? Enter interchangeable parts. These are standardized components that allow broken parts to be replaced quickly without crafting a whole new product. Today, replacing just a tiny broken piece seems obvious, but back then, no way. This was a completely revolutionary concept. And this was popularized by Eli Whitney in gun manufacturing. Fun fact here, he actually proved this concept to Congress by taking apart 10 different muskets, mixing all the parts up into a giant pile, and then easily reassembling them right in front of their eyes. He's absolutely the hero of this specific world-changing innovation. This idea spread like wildfire. It allowed products to be repaired incredibly quickly and cheaply. It fueled rapid growth in the weapons industry, and it totally revolutionized the making of tools and farming equipment. It essentially brought heavy standardization to the everyday tools that regular Americans relied on to survive. Section 4. The ripple effect. We can't just talk about the inventions themselves. We have to look at how they sent shockwaves through the entire American economy. Because of factories, prices for everyday Americans dropped dramatically. Complex products became far more affordable, and this encouraged the rapid spread of industrial cities, which heavily shifted workers away from rural farms and into urban centers. It's a direct domino effect. Cheaper goods led to booming city jobs, which caused massive numbers of people to pack up, leave their country farms, and head straight for these new cities.
Section 5. The cost of progress. So the crucial point is, we need to lower the energy for a second and look at the very real human friction here. We've got incredible economic advantages for sure, boosted productivity, tons of new jobs, and lower costs for everyday items. But on the flip side, the downsides were harsh. Workers faced grueling long hours, mind-numbingly repetitive tasks, incredibly low wages, and just really poor, dangerous factory conditions. It was an exhausting, harsh reality for the people actually doing the physical labor. Okay, rapid-fire Socratic review time. Let's lock in what we've learned. Number 1. What is the factory system? Well, it's that method of bringing workers and machines under one roof for large-scale production. Number 2. Who popularized interchangeable parts? That would be our innovator, Eli Whitney. Continuing our recap, how did parts affect repairs? They made them quick and super cheap because you only replace a standardized broken piece. Now name one advantage and one downside of factory work. The big advantage? Way lower costs and massive job creation. The downside? Grueling hours and terrible factory conditions. Awesome job. Now let's bridge into our final and definitely most important lesson.
Section 6. Why morality matters.
We just talked about the really harsh downsides of the factory system, and that brings up a much deeper philosophical need for ethics in our work and our education. Listen to Philippians 2:4. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. Think about that. If those factory owners had just followed this wisdom and actually looked out for their workers, the Industrial Revolution would have been so much less painful for the people running those machines.
And this brings us to a core philosophy from the HeroesMart Academy Godly Learners series, education without morality will hurt. This is absolutely crucial to understand. You see, being brilliant at building factories or designing these amazing interchangeable parts, it just isn't enough if you don't have the moral compass to treat people well. If you have all that intelligence and education without morality, someone is going to get hurt, just like those early overworked factory employees did.
Furthermore, Romans 8:6-7 promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps his or her mind spiritual. This text proves such an essential point. Engaging with spiritual truths brings a kind of peace of mind that absolutely no amount of money or industrial profit or cheap factory-made goods can ever provide. True success requires a balanced, spiritual mind.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. What is the point of being smart and supposedly educated if you continue making bad choices that hurt others? Really think about that. As you continue learning, remember that the ultimate purpose of your education isn't just to produce things quickly. It's to build a strong moral foundation so you can uplift others. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.